We are Luna J. This is Words and Whiskey. And we are here with Ivy Schulte and Copper Run Whiskey.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Ivy Schulte, and she's from I.V. right? For
Yeah,
Facebook.
That's me.
And all those purposes.
Yes.
And then the Mixtapes. We got Nicholas Archambault, bass player extraordinaire. We got Tyler Lamont Matthews, with the beard. It's
Santy.
hot. You can't see what he says, but it's great. Anyway, Nick has a question for Ivy, so we're gonna let Nick ask you a question.
My first question is actually, what is your favorite instrument that you play out of all the instruments you play? Like what really gets you the most going each time? Is it drums? Is it keys? Is it guitar? Which one is it?
So I've been playing drums for so long, and it's really, really comfortable. And I get to have a lot of fun playing it. I go crazy. My chiropractor tells me to stop, but
why? Because you're down here
it is
already.
a lot,
Yeah.
and it hurts me.
That's
But
true.
I do that a lot.
It's fun watching videos of you because you're like,
Yeah, just whipping it around.
Oh, you're a
Giving
pretty killer.
myself-
I've seen you play a bunch of times. You're awesome.
So that's fun, but it's so comfortable. Sometimes it's like I'm just doing it. It feels really fun to play keys because it's brand new and there's still like that scariness of it. And
Yeah.
I'm learning it.
So you like new songs are coming out of it,
yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's the thing that which one? I mean, I know that you can feel which one's like cooler to play now, but which one do you can get into that groove the hardest?
The
Right.
drums.
Yeah.
For sure.
So when you're just like,
yeah.
okay.
Beat them.
you couldn't feel it, Nick?
Couldn't you feel
Oh
it?
no, of course you
Feel it,
bro. An
feel it.
amazing drummer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Tell
like,
me more.
which one do you feel like you're the
You're an amazing drummerist.
Thank you.
drummerist? Yeah. Very nice.
I'm sorry.
But so it's exciting to play
Yeah,
new
it is.
things. I feel
I feel like a kid again. You know when you're like when you're learning something that's like new, you're like, oh, this is fun.
Especially like when
Yeah.
you're writing songs
Yes.
too, it's a lot easier than writing a song to a drum beat.
Absolutely.
So you have to find that melody and all that stuff.
I would love to write a song to a drum melody though. Right?
That'd be sweet. I'm waiting for it.
What does that sound
We've
like?
actually done it.
Not
We
even.
just did.
Our newest single is going to be basically based off of a drum melody.
That's awesome.
Dum 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 dum.
Oh, that one.
Dum dum
I didn't remember.
dum 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 dum.
Next question for me.
Tyler, question.
All right, I have the next question. We were talking a little bit about songwriting just a second ago. So when it comes to songwriting, do you prefer to write from like experiences you've had, or do you prefer to put yourself into a character, or a little mixture of both? It's like it's more from like personal experience, or more putting yourself into someone else's shoes.
So typically I've always written a lot from personal experience, and I think I'll always do that. But I tend to write really sad songs, and I like writing sad songs. It's like it just is in me for some reason. So I'm really happy right now.
It's cathartic.
Yeah, it is cathartic.
It is.
And even
I agree.
yeah, it is. So I'm really happy right now in life. So it's kind of hard to write sad songs. So I actually, City Girl, I used a friend's journal who was going through a breakup, and I asked her if I could borrow her journal, and she let me read it, which is crazy. I don't know why someone would let me do that, but I read through her journal,
A
and
lot of trust there.
yeah, I know. But she let me read through her journal, which triggered like past feelings that I've had, so I was able to write from that place for somebody else, which is cool. I've never written from like a random perspective though, which I would like to do at some point.
It's like throw yourself into someone else's.
Yeah.
We
That sounds like a cool idea.
We got together recently and tried to write something.
Yeah.
And just did like a brainstorming session, and like we talked about that kind of thing.
Which
Talked
was
about
fun.
How hard it is to like write from a random perspective.
It is very difficult.
Because you have to feel what they actually feel.
Yeah, there's a lot of empathy in there. Like I mean, most people that are artistic, I feel like, are more empathetic than like a lot of normal people that
No
are
offense
artistic.
to the normal people.
No offense. Cheers! No offense to normal people.
So
Normies.
Hashtag normies.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
If you hate Luna J, I was not included in that. Follow me on Instagram.
I'm just
You
saying.
can unfollow Brian, just not the rest of the band.
I'm just saying, as artists, I feel like it's one of those things where like empathy is like one of those things that we specifically we target when we write songs. We target when we think about like what we're doing. Like, you know, any artist I feel like targets that empathy to like try to understand like a different side of themselves or anybody else.
Sure.
And I don't think that that's like necessarily a normal thing. But writing something about like just telling a story is cool. Like that's part of why somebody like Bob Dylan was such a big deal.
Yeah.
Because he
I
just told
aspire
stories.
to write like that. That's
Yeah.
like
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
For real.
Good.
mean, but nobody aspires to deliver it like that. Right?
Am I right if my vocal sounds like
Hey!
I saw this go once.
Are we gonna chicken wing?
All right, but dude,
chicken wing.
So
I'm not gonna. I'm not.
last question. For you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What's your
I'm up.
favorite kind of footwear to use on stage?
Ooh.
Because I know what mine is. And you go ahead and tell me. I don't know what. Everybody can tell it. Footwear on stage, like the best thing you can use to.
Adidas all day. Old school.
Oh, yes, that's my
Adidas.
too. I'm gonna give you a backhand.
Yeah.
What?
Adidas all day.
Can you give me a turkey?
All I say is,
Are you Adidas too?
I got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. That's all I gotta
I like
say
those.
about it. Check out the cool
I'm literally
kids.
wearing Adidas right now.
Yeah.
Like
Adidas. He's wearing Adidas right now.
Adidas.
All day I dream about.
I like rubbing this guy's
All
back.
day he dreams about Adidas.
Dude,
I have a question.
That's right.
Like what if you were gonna do anything?
I'm sorry, that was the last question.
That was the last question. I wrapped
If
this
you're-
whole thing up like in a nice little
Adidas.
bow.
If you were gonna do anything
Some
besides play
Adidas.
music, what would you do?
Drug dealer.
Nice. Woo!
Me too.
Perfect ending. Police, don't listen to this.
I've never done drugs. None.
Not one.
Not
But
a
that
Me
makes
neither.
you the perfect drug dealer.
I know.
Because you would never use your own.
I know.
Exactly.
I'd be so rich.
Breaking Bad.
Cross the at trans.
I'll call you. You get phone number? Never mind.
Anyway, Luna J, Ivy Schulte, Words and Whiskey, Copper Run.
Yeah, Copper Run.
Hope you have a good one.
Cheers.
Run.